Hey guys. Put on a mask. Ooh. Oh, we can do masks. Pretty fancy glasses I got. Hey Kelly. Like my glasses? My moustache? Hey Aaron. Hey Tammy. What do we got? This one's kind of cool. Oh, I'm a unicorn. Ooh. Hey Catherine. Hey CJ. Brian. Aaron. Larissa. Ooh, I'm a panda. Hey Melissa. Justin. Wow. That's new. They all have faces now, like Snapchat. Hey Amanda, Angie. Hey John. When are we going to brewery again? I don't know. I'm going to a brewery probably the 28th of January. Hey Amanda. So, besides that, I'm not sure right offhand. I'll be at Chiverish. Are you going to Chiverish, Larissa? You and Andrew? No? Chiverish? The bearded vampire lady? Yeah, let me try that again once. See, this one right here. Hey Megan. Megan, I think my mascara's pretty good. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I know. I saw Colin going. I mean, Brian's there. What am I drinking? Oh yeah. So I am drinking Paradise Island by Laconia Brewing Company from Minnesota here. Hey Vince. Vince, I'm drinking Paradise Island from Laconia. Okay, looks like we got, 14 people here? I have to show Travis something to drink. No, I don't. I normally don't have that problem. So, I mean, if you guys weren't there on Saturday for the live auction, I mean, I did, ran most of it for the morning, followed it in the afternoon. In the afternoon, I was drinking, so I didn't follow it that much, but, I tried to stay up with you guys. And we made over $2,100. I think it was like $2,140 or whatever. We posted the exact number. Excuse me. On Saturday night, Sunday. Hey Josh. Also, Ben forgot to do it again. I will have to ask him. We were gonna do. You guys remember in December we had the donate clothing, all that stuff and everything, that drive we had, that push. And we were going to do a thing afterwards, but then it was like, okay, we're going to do it Sunday, and then Ben forgot about it, and then now it's already Tuesday. So I'll remind Ben again, because we had some extra items, and we might use one of them to give away to someone that had donated or, followed through on that challenge more or less. Hey Audrey. Hey Jay. So, if you guys weren't there on Saturday, a lot of money, $2,100. I still I gotta ship one item. I think Ben might have a few items to ship, and I think so does Andrew. So, I mean, we'll get that all shipped out this week. Hey Jay. So, that's a big thing. I mean, congratulations to everyone. Thank you everyone for donating and, sharing and, everything we could have did possible for that. I mean, we were surprised that we came up that high. I was surprised on a lot of items went up, had no problem on most items going over $100. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if we could find a box big enough to ship Lee. I mean, we could find maybe like a crate, put him in a crate. Maybe give him some like doggy treats or something, so he has some something to eat along the way. Yeah, so still riding pretty high on the auction and everything. The other admins from other chapters were surprised that we raised that amount of money for only having 14 items. Really surprising. Thank you, Kelly, for making a bunch of different stuff, and whoever else donated or made stuff. Yeah, Jay, it's Paradise Island from Laconia Brewing. Hey, Ashley. It's actually a double IPA, so it's 9.8%, 88 IBUs. I don't have any bottle of Malort. I will probably drink some at Chiverish. I don't mind. I've had worse than Malort, which is surprising to most people, but I've had worse beers than Malort. I drank probably about 3 shots of it, so maybe, over the 2 times I've had it. Oh, put beer in the crate for Lee. Well, then he might not show up. I mean, he might knock the crate over or something, wind up somewhere else. We don't want that to happen. He's got to go where he needs to go. Yeah, your item was awesome, Amanda. The fuck cancer, that was sweet. I mean, I know a lot of people had, interest in it, bidding on it and everything. I know Bryce's painting went, that, a little headache towards the end, but that raised a bunch of money and everything. Hey, Taylor. Tom. So, boy, a lot of people on tonight. So, talking about the live auction and everything, raising a lot of money, over $2,000, over $2,100 actually. We're still raising some more money and everything. I don't know how long. I know there's going to be like a pub crawl in Colorado going on, trying to raise some money for him, or some of the funds from that going to, stretch as well. So, I posted a link to it, I think. If not, when it gets closer, you can post that too. I think it was actually next week. So if I find it again, I'll post it. Lee, so currently right now we have 4 of the 5 admins going to Chiverish. Myself, Lee, Megan, Ben, Andrew. So we just have, Josh left, and I know we're trying to talk him into it. Lee's driving up, so based on what his surgery is, to, get ligaments reattached and stuff like that. So hopefully, you never know, you might see all 5 admins at Chiverish. What a better place to go than where all 5 of us are. Yeah, thanks, Josh. I forgot to post the events last night, so I posted them this morning at work. So when I was supposed to be working, I actually posted the events, and there's probably about 10, 15 different ones or so, maybe not that high, but a lot of them are related to Chive Fit. Hey Nicole, so if you guys haven't signed up, you can start signing up yesterday for Chive Fit. You have until end of the week, I think it is, or Sunday, and then the following Monday is when you can actually start counting your minutes, for or steps, I mean, exercise, anything you might possibly do. You should be able to find most of that information on ChiFit. If you happen to be on the East Coast, I mean, from our group, we're going to have Megan and then, Josh from where it lands. Central, the no coast, more or less. No, 6 of us. Sorry. The 5 are going, and then the 6th isn't. Sorry. So, you got Ben, you got myself and Lee for no coast, and then you got Andrew over there on the West Coast. So, I mean, that's probably not going to be winning. It's probably going to be Central, most likely going to be winning ChiFit. We need the most active people here anyways. How do you sign up? You sign up, just go to thechive.com/ChiveFit. There should be some links going around. If not, I'll try to post one after this. For it, I know we posted one yesterday. You just go there. If you have, a activity tracker, like a Fitbit or a Garmin or a smartwatch, or even if you don't, you can there's manual ways you can input information and stuff too. But if you have a Fitbit or something along, a smart tracker along that lines, get all that information uploaded. You get synced and stuff, and then starting next week, it'll actually start counting towards your area points. Looks like Jay just posted a link there, so if you want to just check that out, you can sign up and everything. Hey Pudis. Oh, Friday registration ends. So yeah, by Friday. So if you make sure you get registered by Friday, there's plenty of chapters in your area. There's Chive, Minnesota. There's other chapters if you happen to be in a state where that chapter belongs. There is also the military Chive, and there is also like Chive Nation. So more or less just, if you don't belong to a chapter or don't want to associate with a chapter, you just want to do, all in for, the misfits everywhere else, hey, there's Chive Nation. You can sign up for that. So let's go through this. Okay, looks like I caught up. Hey Andrew. So just so I can bring it up here so I don't forget it, and I know one of them is online right now. I know Andrew's been doing this. This is my first time I actually get to do this because Andrew's usually the one been doing this, live stream for a while. So we have, the wristbands, the Chiverhood traveling pants. If you haven't seen these yet, Andrew's posted them a few times. I have some here. So the Chiver, I know Andrew does a drum roll. I mean, if you guys want to do a drum roll, you certainly can. It doesn't really bother me. But the Chiver for this week, who's been very active in everything, helping out for Stretch and, posting videos and stuff, is going to be CJ Cantrell. So CJ will get one of these Chiverhood of the Traveling Pants wristbands sent out to you. The second person, I have it written down here, is Hannah Roy. She's also done some stretch videos, and she's done some other stuff. So everybody give a good, congratulations to CJ and Hannah. I'll make sure to get you guys' information, or maybe one of the other admins, and we'll get them sent off to you. Oh, so Pudis hasn't. So Pudis, I have beer. You don't necessarily need to tell me to drink, but you certainly can. Paradise Island from Waconia Brewing Company in Waconia, Minnesota. Hey, Josh. Oh, so I guess Ben lost some power. Must be pretty cold out there in Michigan. Hey, Brian. Drink. I have probably maybe a third of this bottle gone already. This is 9.8%. So it's an IPA, double IPA. It's a bomber, 750 milliliter, so like 24 and a half ounces, 25 ounces. Turn the fans on. Hey, Brian. I have a fan on. This is, you know, like a circulating fan. It's back there. You can hear it. Yeah, so it's back in October, September, I think. No, it was after Darkness Days. So yeah, it was October. So, excuse me. The third week of October, I went down on a beer tour myself, made it up. You know, happened to be down there. So there's a brewery in Waconia. From there is about 5 miles away. There's a brewery in Schramm. There is then a brewery. There is Inky Brewery, which is in Victoria, Minnesota. And then there is also Excelsior in Excelsior, Minnesota. So, I mean, you have 4 breweries within 10 miles, 15 miles of each other, pretty much on the same road. So there's lots of breweries down there. There is, Schramm is also a winery. There is also a spirits, a distillery in Waconia as well. So you have that. So yeah, there's plenty of different things down there, craft. Yeah, the windmill shut down. It was so much snow blowing and everything. Ben lost power because the windmill shut down. Hey, Amberly. CTP beer swap. Yeah. Well, I mean, I need to drink some of the ones I have. But like I was just telling, Josh. Maybe by the time I go to Chiverish, I might actually finish the beer I bought the last time I drove to Chiverish. So in Wisconsin last year, I bought a case of beer, different stuff. I have yet to actually open it up. I did put some in the fridge, so I might be able to, you know, have my case of different beer gone by the time I go to Chiverish this year. It only took me a year. What brewery is that, Amanda? I pretty much added most of all the breweries in Illinois to my Google Maps. If you guys haven't known, on Google Maps you can star locations. So what I did is actually I starred all the breweries in Minnesota, Wisconsin, North South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska, Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, Wisconsin, Illinois. I think that's most of all the ones I starred. Some in Michigan, so I probably starred like I don't know, 500 different breweries. So they all show up on my map now, so it makes it really easy when traveling around. Like, oh, there's a brewery there. Yeah, Andrew's full of house full of sick people, including himself. I had one wine at Schramm. It wasn't bad. I know other people have liked Schramm. They had a couple good beers. So I mean, it all depends on the season. Dye my beard green. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, other people for Chiverish are going to have green stuff. Maybe I do my beard. I was thinking maybe like orange. You get the leprechaun look going on. Some people most think I already have an orange beard. You know, a ginger beard. Oh, Small Town Brewery. Not your father's root beer. Wakunda. Yeah, they do not your father's. They do not your mother's. They do, yep. They have a bunch of different stuff there. I haven't tried any of the not your mother's yet. I don't know. Maybe it helps out. Maybe Google puts the right ads out there letting me know, like, hey, all these breweries around here. That does sound delicious. I do know at the brewery you can get Not Your Father's, which is about the Not Your Father's at the brewery is like 10 or 11%. So that'd be kind of cool to try. Hey, Luke. Oh, so you bought a suit as well? Luke, I got Paradise Island from Waconia Brewing. I don't know if I said hi to Carolyn. Hey, Carolyn. So, Carolyn, if you missed it, CJ and Hannah Roy both got a wristband, so we'll be getting them sent out. I could probably send them out maybe tomorrow, if not later this week. I got to send out the BFM thing, and it's going to be snowing again tomorrow, so hopefully I can get around. The Eve to Eve sale. Yeah, that's when I... Actually, no, I got mine earlier, but yeah, that's cool. We'll have to match. A nickel every time I take a drink. You know how much money I would probably had if I got a nickel every time I took a drink? I mean, this is past Saturday. I don't remember what day it was. This is past Saturday at Bad Habit Brewery in St. Joe. I drank 116 ounces of beer. So almost a gallon of a beer. You know, I started drinking at 3:50, got done at about 9:30. I mean, had some food in between there. You know, I couldn't eat. You know, could not eat. I'm not an admin for Minnesota, but like I know Ashley Braze is on the street team. You know, Luke Baraska's an admin. I mean, there's a few other admins and stuff. I'm not, they should be able to get you in. I could probably invite you. I know before you were in it, so I'm not sure. Yeah, and I got 10 by 5 in the stores. The one bar in town here, when they do like different, like they have 40 beers on tap. They do different stuff. I've had a beer that's like 17.5% and all this different stuff. So I have flights. So I've had flights where like the lowest alcohol content on the flight, so say 5 glasses at 5 ounces. The lowest alcohol content on the glass was like 10 ounces. So I mean, I've had up to like 17.5 or 18%. I do have their sign. Here, I mean, make it. Sorry, I'm behind in comments, like way behind in comments. Waconia Brewing. I have one of their signs, bought a sign. I haven't hung it up yet, but I did buy a sign. See, Melissa. Or Jay, yeah. Jay, you can always send Nicole an invite when I'm on here. So besides the live auction, which if you haven't joined, if you haven't, been here earlier, we weren't here on Saturday. I mean, we raised over $2,100 for Stretch. So that's awesome. I mean, the strength for Stretch has been going good. We announced CJ and Hannah for the wristbands. So, and then Chai Fix, make sure you sign up for that by Friday. So, tomorrow, we're, the admins and, admins, including myself, we're thinking, if we're all going to be at Chiverhood, hopefully we can get Josh there as well, so all 6 of us. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Jeremy. If we're all going to be at Chiverhood, we thought, hey, maybe we should have a flag, for, Chiverhood, the CTP. Maybe something different besides just the Chive Nation flag, which I got, currently One Nation, Chive Nation going on here. So we're thinking, maybe design one. And I was like looking at it last time, like, I'm fairly talented. I mean, I put stuff together and everything for a different flag. But I came up with an idea, and the other admins seem fine with it. I'm going to start tomorrow. We're going to run it for 2 weeks. We're going to run a flag design challenge. So we're going to leave it up to you guys. I mean, anybody can submit a design for a flag. I mean, all you guys have been wanting swag. This might be an easy way for us to get different, designs and stuff for wristbands or shirts or something like that. Getting a Fitbit. Yeah, make sure you get a Fitbit. I got a Fitbit. Hey, Lindsay. I saw Eddie with cowboy boots on. So we're going to do a challenge starting tomorrow. I'm going to run it for 2 weeks. You guys you can submit whatever designs you want. Try not to say like chive on it, or maybe even not Chiverhood. You can use CTP if you need to. If you have to use Chiverhood, we might have to get stuff like that okayed by HQ because it says chive in it. But if you can stay away from saying that, and include pants on it, whatever you may be, preferably green. I mean, it doesn't matter the design, but give you guys 2 weeks to figure out different design and stuff. We'll put up a vote, see what we want. Allow it to you guys to vote. Hey Jessica, on the flag, so we can get one. Then that gives us about a month or so in order to find someone to a bunch of different sites online. It seems like the cheapest I can find online, it looks so much, is probably about $70 for one flag. And the more I order, it could probably be less than that, $50 or whatever. So if you guys have ordered flags from different people, hey, throw them in there, give us this idea or whatever. We're looking for a double-sided one. If not, whatever. But thank you, Putus. Josh thought the same thing, a pair of pants on a stick, or actually no, Lee did. Josh's idea was to have a pair of pants that spelt out a P on like the Chive Nation flag. So see you later, Jay. I'll put up an event tomorrow. I might make a post tonight. If not, I'll put up an event tomorrow, or put it up tonight and start it tomorrow. So it'll run for about 2 weeks, and after that we'll vote. And we'll try to find a place where we can get some flags made. If we have to make a bunch to get it cheaper, hey, we might do that. If not, hey, we'll make a couple. So we'll hopefully have a Chiverhood flag by the time Chivers comes around. So I know there's a lot of smart people, a lot of creative people in this group. Yeah, salute your shorts. So if you guys get your ideas together, I know some of you guys probably have had ideas. You're like, hey, want to do this? I know you guys want more swag. Well, I mean, us as the admin team, I mean, we're fairly creative, but I mean, I think it's easier for us to have you guys, come up with your different ideas. Maybe we'll weed out some of the better ones, and maybe we'll put it up for vote. And then you guys can decide, like, hey, we like this one. We want to be represented by this flag, or this, or whatever. Maybe we'll use some of the designs for, other things in the future if you guys allow us. So that's more or less the big, we're trying to do when you have a flag, and post your pictures and designs and stuff over on the event page. And I'll make a post about it, so don't worry. Oh, hi Jessica. I don't know if I think I said hi to you. Oh, hi Russell. I didn't say hi to you. I didn't see you. Come on. If you're still watching, hi Russell. Also, kind of the reason why I got Paradise Island out. With the with us doing so well in the live auction. Raising over $2,100. With most of the admins so far, I mean all but one admin so far going to Chiverish, hopefully getting the 6. With a logo, the flag design going on, starting, that I think it's a big way for us to all get together, decide on something we want to do. Yeah, I mean, a logo's fine. I mean, you guys, so you guys can use, a flag, preferably green. This is keep with the colors we have been, Chive is related to. You guys can include CTP on it. You can put Chiverhood of the Traveling Pants. We might have to get that okayed from HQ because it says Chive, maybe not. Preferably not putting just a straight Chive on there because we'll probably have to get that, okay by HQ. Anything to make it go quicker, so the more it's based on us and not necessarily for our group, that'd probably be better, make it a lot easier for us to get it okayed faster if we have to, or get it designed faster. So maybe something simpler than other stuff, so it's easier to distinguish. So Um, yeah, so that's everything I needed to cover. I have a lot of beer I need to drink. I bought a lot of beer. So, the past, like 2 weekends ago, so New Year's Eve, I went to a liquor store in Hudson, Wisconsin called Casanova Liquors. Hey Kyle, they've been there since around 1880. I spent like $147 on beer and only got about 8 things. So I got some really good stuff, some limited edition stuff that's expiring from last year. Some stuff that's like 14 to 18%, or maybe not 18, 14%. Lots of good beer. So what was going on? Ooh, frame ideas. There we go, Kelly. Yeah, whatever I gave you an idea on, that's awesome. It'd be cool to see what you do. Clarissa Explains It All. That was a good show. We're kind of dating half of us. I mean, how old we are. Yeah. Hey, I mean, have the kid draw one. Have your daughter draw one up, CJ. Maybe it might be something cool. Maybe someone else can embellish on it and make it even better. Night, Lindsay. Say night to Eddie. So I just imagine Josh going back into his lair, his woodworking table and everything, and just find spots of blood all over the place. You're probably gonna be finding blood probably for another year. You don't know where it is. It might have been. It might be on the wall. You could probably easiest thing to do is take a black light and just shine it around. You can probably find all the blood, in your shop, a lot quicker than just randomly showing oh, there's a spot there. Night, Megan. Tell your mom happy birthday. I don't know if she's still in the hospital or not. If she is, hopefully, she gets well and is able to leave again. So happy birthday to your mom, Megan. I like how now we're talking about how to remove blood. So bleach works pretty well. It leaves a stain, especially in cement, so you'll be able to see it again in cement. So probably not use bleach. Maybe hydrogen peroxide works in cement. Metal probably doesn't matter too much. If we're trying to move a body, we gotta make sure we cover up cover it up. Ooh. So I know some of you are familiar with this brewery. Some of you may not. I know it's more of an East Coast. Well, it is from the East Coast. But when I was at that liquor store, I bought this. I happened to buy a 4-pack, not knowing the cost. I saw the cost of an individual bottle, but I bought a 4-pack. The 4-pack was like $44. So I bought Dogfish Head, a very dark beer brewed with a ridiculous amount of barley. Worldwide Stout is what it's called. Waiting to have this. You're waiting, A lot of other beer to drink beforehand, but this beer here, one bottle, so a 12-ounce bottle, cost me like $10.40. And it is, I like to say it's like 8%. I'm not sure. I have to look it up. But they limit you only to 2 4-packs to be able to buy. So, I mean, it's got to be pretty special. Yeah, so, you know, maybe pour beer on it, you know. I have all this extra beer. Maybe that works really good at hiding a blood stain. Night, CJ. Send me your address, or they can get it from the other admins, and we'll get you a wristband sent out. So, if not, I'll get it tomorrow or something. Not a big deal. Who dis? Trying to think, what would you happen to know from where you are? You got his address? Okay. We'll make sure to get one sent out to you. Thank you, Josh. So Pudis, not sure right offhand where you are. I think you live in somewhere in the southwest, maybe California, maybe not. If you do, you might have heard of Anderson Valley. Now, this is the huge Archer Bourbon Barrel Imperial Stout malt beverage aged 6 months in Wild Turkey bourbon barrels. So this is 13.5%. California, okay. So Anderson Valley, have you heard of them? This is in Boonville, California. One of the only solar-powered breweries in the nation. So, 13.5%. I haven't had it before, so that's something new. This here, most of you are familiar with Avery. So I got Avery Bourbon Barrel Stout, or Vanilla Bean Stout. Vanilla Bean Stout with vanilla beans aged in bourbon barrels. That's 11%. I was able to get some of the Demon series. So I got Samuel's. This is the 2016. I actually have the 2015 version as well. So that's 16.3%. Oh, you probably heard of this one, Pudis. So, Almanac Beer Company. This is a farm to barrel, and this is Farmer's Reserve Blueberry, sour blonde ale aged in wine barrels with blueberries. So that's Almanac Brewery in California. Hey, Jocelyn. So, haven't had this yet either. Sounds pretty good. That's why I bought it. I bought one of the Dogfish Head breakfast beer stouts. What else they got here? Oh, get out of that. Can't remember where this stuff is from. Oh, this is from Chicago, I think it is, Renegade. So I got Imperial Peanut Butter Cup Stout. They had a maple syrup one. I got... Here, I'll show you guys. It'll make it easier. Cleared up some of it. Here, let me move this box. So there's no beer in this one box I got. Some of those... Oh, there's a bag here. Okay, turn this around. So this is the most recent stuff I bought. Just that stuff there was $147. So I got this, more beer. I got some in here, some bottles in there I bought. Some more, most of it's Avery. I have, Nitro Chocolate Orange from Breckenridge. A lot of Stone, big Stone fan. Got some Surly, more beer. There's a case back there, random stuff, case of random stuff. 1 6-pack left of white wheat, and there's some random stuff in there. More, random beer. And then here, and then there. I don't think Buddhist has actually seen all the beer I had. I haven't had this yet. It's supposed to be really good. Double shot, double black. If I make way to my kitchen, part of the mess, I order a lot of stuff from Amazon. I do have the rest of all my bottles. So there are about 7 rows deep of 750 milliliter bottles. There's some wine. Most recent stuff I bought, Wee Heavy from Bad Habit. Had it on tap. This is their first bottles they've actually made. So that was pretty sweet. Different stuff. I have some beer in the fridge. Not a whole lot. I'm trying to drink some of it. Trying to get rid of the stuff in the fridge. Whiskey. Some of you guys drink Jameson, but if you like Jameson, or you like whiskey in general, and you like darker stouts, or darker beers like stouts, Jameson Cascades, so stout edition. So what that means is they took a Jameson keg. They then got an Irish beer. They aged it in the Jameson keg for 6 months. They then took the keg that had been aged with the stout in it, took the beer out and everything, put Jameson in it, aged it again for another 6 months. So now you get Jameson, which is pulling in all the stout, all this good dark flavors and everything, like molasses, chocolate, and stuff like that, and everything. So it's a little bit darker Jameson, a little bit smoother to me, but yeah, it's really good. I haven't had a 12-year reserve. I know I mentioned that before. Not a whole lot of beer. Got a couple AleSmiths, yep. I do need to get drinking. Food. I store food in the freezer. That's about all I have. Here, I'll show you, Kelly. Most of my food consists of... I got vitamins. So, I have Quest bars. I eat one of them for breakfast. Usually have an Epic jerky bar for lunch. Same with bananas. I have bananas for lunch. Rarely any food in the fridge. Got pickles. I got food in the freezer. So, buy stuff from Aldi's. Most of the stuff I have, I usually just make it, for supper, and that's all I eat. Yeah, so that one small little case that had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate bottles, 6-pack, a 4-pack, another 4-pack was $147. So I probably have, I don't know, close to $2,000 or more worth of beer in my house. I should have just an insurance claim on my beer. Bye, Kelly. I do. I go to my mom's house on Tuesdays and Sundays. I usually get real food then. Most of the food I have is real. Once in a while I get stuff at work, but beer's real food. There's calories in it. There's, Bye, Kelly. So next weekend, I'm going on a craft beer tour here in town. Last year, they had posted the list of the beer, like their book beforehand, and it pretty much everything. So what I did is I actually printed off that book. and I crossed off everything I already had, and then, excuse me, circled the ones I wanted. You know, made it really easy. So I'm going to be doing that next week, Saturday. Probably drinking before that. So that starts at 1, goes to 5. And then most likely drinking after that. So I'll probably add at least 30 new beers, I think. Currently right now, confirmed I have 178. I'm over that, so probably over 1,100 different beers. Not 178, 1,078, I mean. So I'm probably over 1,100 different beers. Hey, I cook for myself. I cook enough to eat for supper, and then I don't usually have leftovers because even if I cook like either like a pound of veggies or food, or maybe like a pound and a half. I usually eat that. I feel horrible afterwards, but I usually eat it. But have a good night, Kelly. Hopefully you're able to sleep and everything. That's awesome, Josh. So, but yeah, pretty much that's everything. So I will get a event posted. I'll share it tonight if I remember. If not, I'll make it and post it tomorrow. But it'll start tomorrow, run for 2 weeks, or whatever the max I can put on an event. Love you, Kelly. See ya. Bye, Caroline. So we'll get that posted so you guys can come up with designs, preferably for flags. If not, we'll figure out. Maybe we can do a shirt or something, or decals. Decals are always pretty cool. My car needs some more. So maybe decals or stickers or whatever, whatever we can come up with. And that is maybe a short amount of time by Chiverish. If not, we'll try to do a flag. So if there's nothing else, sign up for ChiveFit. Keep doing strength for stretch. Strength for stretch. So keep doing that. Next week we'll have 2 new people for the wristbands. I don't know what just happened to my weird. Thank you, Kelly. And then hopefully, Andrew will be fine again next week, and we'll do a live feed. It sucks that Chiverish does not fall on a Tuesday, but I think we maybe, you'll probably see, come Friday, was that the 3rd? I think it's the 3rd or the 4th. The Friday before Chiverish, day of Chiverish, and, so Saturday, Sunday. You'll probably see a lot of live feeds from us. Maybe not. If not, some videos, photos. So, I mean, the next event will probably maybe close to be all together or all together again. Will probably most likely be Sean and Duke's wedding. So besides that, maybe the Green Gala, some of us might be there. So this might be probably one of the only times you might see, all the current 6 admins, or at least 5 admins, besides Sean and Duke's wedding. So, yeah, with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to finish drinking my beer, watch some shows, and have a good night. I'll get that event posted. See ya.